every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. High through the rain, through the fire. This is my cause, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. High through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
You would have to catch me because I'm feeling my fucking job, wouldn't they?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to THFC Tottenham Till We Die. We are before the whistle. I'm James. That is Dermo. We are gearing up for the biggest night of our season. It is semi-final, leg 2. How you feeling, Dermo? How you doing, my man?
Confident as fuck. Confident as
Yes.
fuck. We're going to the final. Yeah, it's not right. I want to get one thing straight here, right? A bit of house rules here, everyone. A bit of house rules. It's THFC of Till We Die. It's not THFC Tottenham Till We Die. It's THFC of Till We Die.
Okay, but there's 2 T's in it. TTWD.
But you ignore the second T. You just go with the
All
first.
right.
It's like you cup of tea in the morning. I have my first tea, but I have another tea in Mr.
Yeah.
Tottenham. I didn't know
In
there
Mr.
was a Mr.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Mr. Tottenham rules, telling you.
How's Mr. Arsenal? I heard. Did you hear about the flood warnings in Paris last night?
I did. Shocking. Absolutely amazing. I mean, going through a bit of a weaker dry spell and all of a sudden flood warnings are all out all over Paris. I mean,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, I hope everyone in Paris is fine and everyone was safe and the flood waters did not get too high. I understand that there is a potential that it could reach North London tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, the red side of North London, by the way. And also,
Absolutely.
we have hope. The white smoke came upon the Sistine Chapel. White smoke, is that an omen for Tottenham tonight?
Absolutely.
And he's American as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange appointment, but like I say,
as I said, Donald Trump has now infiltrated the Vatican.
Well, didn't he put up on X that or thingy of an AI image of himself as the Pope?
Yeah.
Is it Donald Trump? Has he been elected Pope?
Yeah.
I mean, he does
the
think he is God.
It's the Vatican about to become the 52nd state of America.
Well, we don't know.
Anyway, do you want to talk about that? Hell no. Do you want to talk about
No, we do.
Hell yeah. Guys, hope you're doing the lineup. Let's welcome in Boris. It's Boris. No, it's the biggest game in the last 5 years, probably bigger than. No, Boris, it's the biggest. I think this is the biggest Spurs game in 41 years. In my opinion. I don't know if James would agree with me or not. Probably for you, Boris, because you've only been a Spurs fan since 2018-19. It's the biggest game for you for 5 years. So, yeah, that's true. Big up to Wayne Bonnet says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. And I'm confident as fuck, like Dermo. Yeah, I don't think I monetized this show, actually. I think I just blew it out of the water within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, he's putting an AI generated image of him as a Sith from the Star Wars universe due to the red lightsaber in the image. I think Donald Trump's got a little bit of he doesn't know who he is.
No.
Though I do think he's Arsene Wenger in disguise.
Yeah, well, he needs to shut up him.
Yeah. Big up to Colin. He goes, Bodo, 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 Bodo. Or was it Bido, B? Or now, hang on. It should
It's
be
Bodo.
I let it go, I let it go, I let it go, I let it go. There you go.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your lovely Northern Manchester United cousin who we could play in the final?
Yeah. I hope you choke.
That's very nice. You know, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, I'll keep it.
No, it is athletic, isn't it? It's not athletic.
Yeah.
It is athletic.
It's athletic. Yeah, it's athletic club.
It's wrong a few times.
Athletic club. It used to be Atletico Bilbao, but for some reason, they've changed the name slightly, and it is now. I don't know.
Atletico Bilbao runs off the tongue. This athletic. Who cares anyway?
Yeah,
Man,
it's going to, regardless of the name, it's the same team. I mean, you could change Manchester United to Manchester City and would still be shit. It doesn't mean they're going second in league, but hey, that's a different story. But yeah, it's something to do with when they got taken over, new owners, and everything. So yeah, I think your mic has gone, Dermo.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm back. I was just finishing off my Snicker bar.
All right, that's it. That's all right.
I've had a hell of a day. I'm trying to get everything done because I'm getting the 4 o'clock bus tomorrow morning. So I'm trying to get everything done. And like today, poor old Colin had to do stuff for me, bless him.
Oh, he's actually had to do some work for a change.
Yeah. No, he's actually, bless him, he's done it for me. I'll tell you one thing though. You may slag off Colin, we may slag off Colin. This channel would not work without Colin.
No.
To be fair.
No.
I mean, we all know
just a bit of family banter.
Yeah, we all know Mrs. Tron's the boss. We all know she's the head honcho. She's the chief executive. But we all know Colin is the second in command.
Yep.
Yeah. Big up Wayne Bonner says, is Colin talking about Lord of the Rings character? Well, maybe it could be. Maybe it could be. Do you know Lord of the Rings character, Bodo? Do you know Bodo at Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's just a typo.
Yeah, I've got to watch that film again, you know, Lord of the Rings. I might watch it actually on my way up to the airport.
Yeah, it's probably enough time.
Yeah, it is. It's a 2.5 journey. 4 o'clock and I get up to the airport at 6:15. So yeah, I've got plenty of time. Big up Colin. He says, I just don't want to play Spurs in the final. More chance of winning then. Yeah, but we want to play you because we got your number, mate.
Yeah, well, that's right. Exactly what I was going to say, Demo. We are on the same page there. We just want to play you because we've beat you so many times already this season. Doing it again is just going to be like a walk in the park.
You and me, James, are telepathically we linked up. We're like a super computer. That's what we are.
Yeah.
He says it was a political thing. Yes, Donald Trump taking over Manchester United as new owners. How would you feel about that, Colin? Would you rather have Donald Trump in charge of United or the Glazers?
I know what I'd say.
Know what I'd say. I'd just love to know what Colin's going to say.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to be cheeky fecker either.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, we did get an answer.
Trump. It just want to build a wall around the stadium and make it its own independent place.
Well, no, it'd be all let's make United great again. That's what would be that'd be it. Yeah.
I'm here to make United great again.
Yeah, that's what Daniel Levy says. That's what Daniel Levy says in the boardroom, but he doesn't get very far. He gets, I want to make Spurs, and then he just stops.
Yeah.
Because Donna Colum said to him, you can't speak, Daniel. I'm speaking. Ladies first. This lady's head's not for turning. If anyone gets that reference, you know what I'm talking about. I watched Top Gear once, and Jeremy Clarkson had that on in his car, and they're doing the race from Top Gear to Oslo, and
Yeah.
he was given that CD.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Margaret Thatcher's most inspirational speeches or something, isn't it? Yeah.
that's a great race, by the way. Big up the column. The Europa League trophy is at Old Trafford tonight. Is it really? Well, it's coming to White Hart Lane.
Yeah,
One says Trump would put tariffs on. And Colin says that's fine. At least no one will beat us. We won't get enough. We won't get through passport control. Right. After going through quite of I'm really excited. It's a new pope's been elected, or been a new pope now. I was saying to Devil the other day, or today, James, about the semi-final. I've seemed to have found my faith within Tottenham and religion again. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something to do with this today, but I have so much, I can feel it in my body. We're winning tonight. We're going to smash them tonight. So this is the lineup. James is going to read you through the lineup as he professionally always does. So James, let's go through this lineup.
All right, then. So in goal, we've got the Italian stallion Vicario. On the playing as right back, we have Pedro Porro. The centre back pairing of Christian Romero, and Mickey van der Ven. And playing on the left back is Destiny Udogi. Playing across the centre of the park, we've got Bissouma and Bentancur with Kulusevski. On the left-hand side, we've got Richarlison. On the right-hand side, Johnson. And leading the line tonight, Big Dom Solanke.
Finishing off my last bar. Now I've had my
that's fine. You've had your pre-match sugar.
Yeah, I like that lineup.
I think it's a strong lineup. I'm hoping that we get the Bissouma that turns up. Turns up tonight is the same Bissouma that turned up last Thursday. Him and Bentancur together, I think, work well. They sort of complement each other, and I think it's a strong defensive midfield lineup. Kulusevski, we knew he'd be starting with the unfortunate injury news to Madders that's been breaking out this week with his knee injury. It's a shame him going. Athletic Club was always the name of the club, other than when Franco was in charge. Yeah, it was something to do with the change of. He changed the name of the club to Athletic Bilbao.
Their original name, then they've went back to what. I never knew that until tonight. Big up.
Yes.
In a hype, big up. If Boyce plays like he did against West Ham and the first leg against Bodo, we will go through. Every time I'm at Bodo now, I just start thinking Lord of the Rings. I like this lineup. I think it's attacking, but it is the substitutes. This is the subs. We have Brendan Austin. We've got Whiteman. We've got Jedi Spencer Jedi. We've got the Welsh Dragon and Ben Davis. We've got Danso, Tiny Danso. We've got the British Bulldog and Archie Gray. We've got Papa Sarr. We also got the little French wizard no, we haven't. The French wizard is Odebear. We've got Lazy. We've got IJ and Mikey Moore, the three youngsters. And also the French wizard in Odebear or Odebar. I don't know what you pronounce it. I'm going for Odebear, but people say so.
Odebear, because it's French, innit? It's soft.
So why is there T in it then?
Because it's French and they put stupid letters in stupid places.
Well, can they not just spell it properly instead of just making it difficult for everyone?
Yeah. We wish we could. We just need to just pretend that, you know, like what you told me is forget the T.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do. Just forget the T.
Well, I can't. It's in front of me. I know what you're saying. I'm joking. I know what you're saying. That's true. I did tell you that, actually. Mikey Moore and William Tell. This is the Bodo lineup. Can't pronounce any of them. They are starting with a 4-3-3 lineup. Good numbers, I suppose, for their lineup.
Yeah.
Number 23, and this is how professional we are in this channel. We really are. We're top notch on this channel. Any place we should be wary of on the Bodo Glimt side? Sounds Bodo Glimt, or is it Glimt?
Yeah, I think the biggest threats, and certainly who we saw in the first leg, Saltness, the number 14, and Haig or Haug, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, the number 23. They can cause issues if them two start linking up the play. They can really cause us some issues.
Yeah.
So they're certainly two of the Bodo players that I would be keeping a close eye on. If we can nullify that threat down that left hand side, then I think we'll be absolutely fine.
What's your hope for tonight for Tottenham? Because is it a case of going out all out attack, or is it a case of keeping it tight for 20 minutes and then taking it from there? What would you do?
I would hope they would do very similar to how we started the first leg. Look, the best form of defence is attack. Now I know that sounds very cliche, but Bodo are not going to get a chance to score if we're camped in their half. I want to see us really press on, put them on the back foot. They've got to come out. They're 2 goals down. They have got to come out. We have just got to be strong for that first 10 minutes. But we need to be in control. Let's not be silly. Let's not be reckless with the ball. Let's not be sloppy with the ball. It's been my saying this season with Spurs: if we're not sloppy with the ball, we'll do well. When we're sloppy with the ball, we do poorly and we end up losing. If we're clever with the ball and we're careful with the ball, we do well. And that's the same with any club, really, not just Spurs, but we've just had more sloppiness than cleverness. But yeah, I think we just need to weather that storm for 10 minutes, but try and hit them on the break, get an early goal, quieten down the Bodo, because 1 goal, if we score first, that is going to silence that stadium. I don't care how up for it they are. And I really, really think it would shut up their players because I am so sick of reading that, Spurs press like a mid-table Norwegian team and we will break that press. All right, fair enough. And if that's what you think, where were you breaking that press in the first leg? Because as far as I were aware, we beat you 3-1. And you were lucky to get that goal because it was a goal that we kind of switched off for. So yeah, I'm very optimistic for tonight. I'm thinking if I'm going to go early predictions, I'm going to say same scoreline as the first leg, 3-1 Tottenham.
I'm just going to say Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Tottenham going to do it again. Yeah, that's what I'm singing. I just think we're there. We're there already. We're there already. Am I wrong? A serious question, though. I've been described as being delusional. I've been described as being a bit, a bit of a loony bin. I've been described as a few things. But my support for the team never dies. Should I be a bit more like you or other people that are nervous tonight that, oh God, you look at Daniel Zagreb, we went with a 2-0 win and we lost that. You look at Ajax. But I go back to 84 when we won the UEFA Cup. We won it without a Glenn Hoddle or a Steve Perriman. We didn't have a great lineup that night. It was a second-rate team.
And we still ended up pulling it out of the bag.
Should I be a bit more, or do you think it's grand to have my optimism and my sort of delusional that we're going to go out there and we're going to whip them or we're going to put one past them? Or do you think, hang on, Dermo, just calm down a bit? Where are you at the moment? Where are you on the sort of optimism?
I'm I'm quietly optimistic.
Mm.
We've got 1 foot in the final.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say we have 1 foot in the final.
yeah,
What I don't want to see is the players playing like they think they've got 2 feet in the final.
yeah,
Um, like you just mentioned, look, I remember that night very clearly, 2-0 up, going away to Zagreb and thinking, this is in bag. We've got this. Don't need to panic. Even when they scored the first, it's like, it's all right, don't panic. And then they just scored again. And then you just see the team completely capitulate. And that was a painful night of football for me. So I'm quietly optimistic. I do think we're going to win. I don't think it's I don't think it's a non-contest. I think it's a contest that is going to be hard fought, and Spurs need to earn the Spurs tonight.
yeah.
And I think they're playing for a place in the team in the final as well. I think what Ange should be doing is using the next few games, like the second leg, and the Crystal Palace game, and the Aston Villa game,
Just
um, is the he should be using those games for as sort of like, okay, I'm going to play you. Prove to me that I should play you in the final.
mm,
And that should be motivation enough for the players. If I was Ange in that dressing room, I would be sitting down to my squad and I'd be turning around and saying to them, right guys, you're my starting 11 tonight. Show me why you should be my starting 11 in the final.
and also, James, on that, sorry, I was just getting a few things for the watch on. Look, before that, I also think that if you look at 2019, I think the
Yes.
manager wasn't strong enough when we did get to that final. And I think Ange won't be like that. I think Ange is a bit more like Birkinshaw in '84. He will
Yeah.
pick a team that will do the job.
Yeah.
With it now being one leg, do you think if the final was a two-leg affair like it always was back in the day, do you
Yeah.
somehow feel do you somehow wish it was a still two-leg affair, that the second leg was back at our place, a full ground pompous like an '84? Are you glad with this one-off final? Um,
Um, I actually prefer the one-off final, um, because I think over the course of 2 legs, you could play somebody in we say
mm,
let's say Man United get through tonight. They're 3-0 up in net from their first leg. Say they go through and we play Man United. We go to Old Trafford
mm,
and Man United at Old Trafford, it's a final. They know they're coming to our place in the second leg. They could really try and put on a bit of a show.
yeah, yeah,
It then makes it then say they would have won the first leg 1 or 2-0. It then puts more pressure on in the second leg, and you're sort of fighting. Whereas I'm very much an advocate of a one-legged final, like just not over the 2 legs. Um, and I prefer it being at a neutral ground. I know there was talk that if it was going to be Spurs Man United in the final, they could move it to Wembley. No, no, no. This
I think they should move it to Wembley. Actually, I do. I think what's the point of traipsing all the way out to Spain, where I'm going to be honest, where there could be trouble out there with the Spanish fans. There could be
Yeah,
why not just keep it in? Put it to Wembley. Wembley can hold 80,000. Just move it to Wembley and say to Bilbao, right, okay, we'll give you the Champions League final next year. And say
yeah.
to them, do it that way. Now, we don't know if Bilbao are going to get there. We don't know if they're going to turn up at Old Trafford and beat United 4-0. I doubt it. But I
I can
do
see
feel,
that being closer than what I can see that being probably. Well, I would say closer. I was reading that the Athletic without the Williams brother brothers. Both of them are out with respected injuries. I think one's got a tight groin, one's got a hamstring problem. So they're without their their attacking threat is severely weakened. So I think with those players in, it would have been a tighter affair. But I think Manchester United are just going to have a bit too much quality for them, and certainly at Old Trafford as well, which will be absolutely rocking
But then
because
the
the foundations are shit anyway. So
should
um,
UEFA, if it's an All England final, should UEFA move it to Wembley? And I think they should.
I think I agree. I think they should, but they won't. They've already said they won't because it's like the awards for the final. I think it's done either 2 or 3 years in advance. So the infrastructure that's put up around the final and what I also consider you've got to consider Dermo as well is like the hotels that have been booked, the flights that have been booked. It's like you just cannot get a flight out to Athletic out to Bilbao at the moment for anything less than £1,000, and it's ridiculous.
The final's on the 21st.
Yes.
On Friday, it's 41 years since we last won the UEFA Cup in '84.
Yeah.
There's another omen. If anyone wanted any omens, and there's plenty of omens. Now, what we all want to know, and what we all do want to know, what is your young lad's prediction? Now, he predicted a Tottenham win, and the last time we did this, when he graced us with his presence, he said Spurs win, and we won. And that was actually for the first leg for this game.
It was.
So we all want to know. It's Elijah, isn't it?
Eli.
Is it? Eli.
Yeah.
We all want to know, what's Eli's prediction?
Hang on, I will quickly go ask him. Just bear with me.
Yeah, because we did this in the first leg, guys, and we got to do it again. We do have to do it again. Give me a chance to pick up to the it was a goal. What happened when we swapped plays off? We lost some of the defensive side. That's true. Chill Music says, I think one will go for us. Will kill the game. It will. The new Pope's anti-Trump. Don't know. Just don't know. But big up to the new Pope. He's a Spurs fan. Hopefully, I think the players are focused on winning the cup. I think they'll do a fantastic job. 3-1 Spurs. I agree. Absolutely agree. Big up to Darren as well. Kihan. Sorry, Leah. Darren, I've got his surname wrong. If Vicario starts messing about, I'll hook him straight away. I warned him. I warned him going out. Yeah, exactly. And Boris says, nah, the Spanish fans will be grand. They'll be on our side, especially if United go through to the final. Mind you, that's so very true. What's his prediction?
Right, so I asked him, I said, what do you think the football score is going to be tonight? And he went, Tottenham Spurs 2. And he said, and I said, what about the other team? And he went, who were playing? I said, Bodo Glimt. It's the second leg. He went, 0.
So he's gone.
So he's gone for a 2-0 Spurs.
There you go. That's all we wanted to know. We've got to get him on to the final. If he's got to make a final appearance. Look, I'm going to bugger off soon. Get ready for the watch along because we are going to go on at 10 to 8. So I need to get a few bits doing. Do you know how to end the stream? If I can leave you solo.
I don't think I can because I've not got my controls active because I had to come in through an app.
Well, listen, guys, there's 106 if you're watching, so big up to everyone. We are now going to go over to the watch along. We're going on at 10 to 8. I just need to get the scoreboard up ready, the teams up, get a drink ready, get me and James pumped. I'm sure he's going to get his Tottenham shirt on and get ready for the game.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. Score prediction, James. What are you going for?
3-1 Spurs.
I'm going for 5-0 Spurs.
Wow, that's optimistic.
I told you I was delusional.
And there's the delusion that we love, Dermo. That is the delusion that we love.
Well, listen, guys, thank you for joining us. I know it's a very short before the whistle. I do apologize. It's just that I was just got caught up doing stuff. As from next season, we will be doing an hour build up before every game. Every game Tottenham are in, we're doing an hour build up. So that is from next season. But yeah, join us for the watch along. We're on at 10 to 8. So join me and James there. I think I haven't even put final score up yet because I don't know what time final score is going to be on in case this goes into extra time or this goes into penalties. So I tell you what I'll do is if we know we're going to win, I'll quickly go and put final score up 10 minutes before the end of the game. But it is going to be Spurs in the final. Join us over to the watch along. 102 of you. We want to see more of you over there. So come on, you Spurs.
Absolutely.
In the big cap crew we trust. We never stop. Spurs are on the way to be about. And we're going next stop is the Winners' Trophy. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on.
Right. Now, what am I doing? I wish people would change the outro video so I wouldn't have to keep doing it every day. On that bombshell. Hang on. On that bombshell. See you in a few.
Eyes on the prize.